Dear friends, today I am going to talk on a very important topic, the Congress, Muslims, and the siege of India's secular promises. Friends, we are living through a profound inflection point in India's history. From 1940 to the present, one of the most consistent threats in the national project has been the Indian National Congress commitment to a secular, integrated future for Indian Muslims. That legacy is now palpably under siege. The Congress, led by the great personalities like Mahatma Gandhi, Jawahar Nehru, and Maulana Azad, fundamentally rejected the Muslim League's two-nation theory in 1940s. Its vision was not one of tolerance but of full equality and equal citizenship, opposing separate electorates or any arrangement that would divide the nation along communal lines. They reluctantly accepted partition in 1947 only as a pragmatic necessity to avert a civil war, never an ideological endorsement of division. This commitment was immediately forged into the state's foundation. Post 1947, Nehru's Congress enshrined the principle of secular equality in the 1950 Constitution of India, abolishing separate electorates and guaranteeing religious freedom. Articles 25 to 30 of the Constitution for the 35 million Muslims who choose to remain. This was the blueprint for a modern pluralist republic. The decades of drift. Yet to understand the current crisis, we must confront the practical failures of the Congress era itself. For decades, the secular promise remained just that, a promise deferred, just as a promise deferred. The 2006 Sachar Committee report starkly revealed that Indian Muslims lagged far behind most communities on the key socio-economic indicators. Though the Congress-led UPA government responded with the 15-point program, it was too little and too late. Crucially, the Congress, through inaction or political compromise, also allowed the foundational stones of secularism to crack. The opening of Babari Masjid locks in 1986 and the mosque demolition in 1992, both of which occurred under its watch, provided the ideological fuel and political space for the rise of Hindu nationalism. The majoritarian tide. This weakness set the stage for a dramatic erosion witnessed since 2014, fulfilling, at least in parts, the fears of Hindu majoritarianism, once articulated by the Muslim League. The rise of Bharatiya Janata Party, ushered in a period of systematic institutional and legal changes, that have fundamentally altered the relationship between the state and its largest minority. The Citizenship Amendment Act of 2019 introduced a religious test for citizenship, explicitly excluding Muslims from an accelerated path to naturalization, a clear break from India's secular constitutional equality. The looming threat of the National Register of Citizens (NRC) and aggressive voter re-verification campaigns in several states have created widespread fear of mass statelessness and disenfranchisement within the Muslim community. The abrogation of Article 370 in Jammu and Kashmir in 2019 undermined regional autonomy in India's only Muslim majority state. Beyond policy, there has been a significant surge in anti-Muslim violence, public lynchings, and the weaponization of state power from arbitrary demolitions called as bulldozer justice to institutional silence on hate speech in a stark indicator of political marginalization. Muslim representation in parliament fell to just 4.4% following the 2024 general elections. As a result, global bodies like US Commission on International Religious Freedom (USCIRF) have branded India a country of particular concern since 2020. This is not the secular India dreamed by its founders. India is on a crossroads. The doomsday yet has not entirely materialized. India remains a constitutional democracy, not a theocracy. The Supreme Court is active, civil society is vocal, and 2024 election results, which denied the ruling party an outright majority, signaled a collective public resistance to overreach on majoritarian issues. The Congress' historical legacy, the principles of 1950 Constitution, now serves as the main defense line for the Republic. But to effectively defend it, the party must first renew it. This requires more than just rhetoric. It demands strengthening institutions, re-establishing the autonomy and impartiality of the police, judiciary, and election commission, economic inclusion, committing to a concrete measures that address the severe economic and educational disparities highlighted by the Sachar committee report. Principled politics, unequivocally rejecting any form of soft Hindutva and making a bold multi-faith case for pluralism. The siege of Indian secularism is a battle for the very soul of the Republic. The time for complacency from all political actors is over. The commitment to a united India where a Muslim citizen is an equal citizen must be restated and reinforced by the actions of every Indian who values the Constitution. This is the only path to ensure that the League's old fears never fully dictate India's future. Thank you. Friends, in the last but not the least, I will request that kindly share this video and like this video, and if you have not subscribed this channel, kindly subscribe it. Also, give your comments so that it will be a guiding force for me to have more videos as liked by you and suggested by you in future. Thank you very much.